depuis qu'on nous a annoncé la maladie de Caïs, rien n'est plus du tout pareil.
La maladie, c'est sûr, elle est omniprésente. Mais Caïs, c'est différent. Caïs, c'est Caïs, la maladie, c'est la maladie. Caïs, c'est quelque chose de précieux, la maladie, c'est vraiment quelque chose de dégueulasse.
On avait ce beau visage.
Le frère tells the story of the Karwani family. 20 years ago, they learned about the disease of Caïs, their youngest son. He has the Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's a rare degenerative disease that is characterized by weakness and atrophy of the muscle. And quickly, Caïs lost his ability to move, becoming entirely dependent on his family.
Bah ouais, tu fais bouger tes jambes, là. Michael Jackson.
Le frère shows this daily battle against the disease in a really intimate and simple way, as it builds around 5 sequences, presenting the point of view of each family members as they go through their morning ritual. As they take care of him, they confide in a voiceover discussing how the disease has affected their lives. Caïs may be the one we seek, but in fact, each member of the family feels the effect in their own way as they struggle to make sense of this cruel twist of fate.
Tout ce qui est possible à faire, j'ai fait, que ce soit l'emmener aux toilettes, le laver, le faire manger, le gratter, le consoler, tout ce qui est possible et imaginable, je l'ai fait.
There is the two parents, Fouad and Sana, and the 3 boys, Fed, the big brother, who is a professional bodybuilder, Zaid, a young man who stopped everything to take care of his brother, and of course, Caïs. 10 years ago, I met Joan Fed Karwani, and he told me about the story of his family and specifically about his little brother. When I witnessed for the first time Fed taking care of his youngest brother, I was really struck by the contrast between the two bodies. This image was to become the starting point for my film. I was really moved by the family's daily routine, where each member took turns serving as a substitute body for Caïs.
Kiki, sacrée maladie.
Il y a pire.
Oui, c'est vrai qu'il y a pire. C'est vrai qu'il y a pire.
The heart of the film is Caïs. He's really a unique young man. He's full of hope, always smiling, always seeing the bright side of things. He's like the strongest person in this family. And for me, it was an inspiration because it makes you wonder a lot about your own life when you pity yourself about small things. So to see this brave young man, it was really a true inspiration.
Et voilà, tout beau, tout mignon, mon amour.
Wow.
Wow.
Caïs doesn't see himself as a victim, so for me it was really important to find a way to talk about that in almost a positive way. So I really wanted to do a film that it's strange to say that, but almost a feel-good movie.
Voilà, les enfants.
The Karwani family was so welcoming, even on the first day. It was like I was part of the family. It's really important when I'm filming, especially for this project, to try to keep the intimacy. So most of the time I'm working just by myself. I'm just me with my camera and that's it. When I was writing the film, I was trying to find a way to show the strength of Caïs. I noticed that he was really passionate about Japanese animation. There is always a story of sacrifice for family, for love, for your brother or your parents. It was like almost identical to what I was seeing with the Karwani family. And Fed, he looks like he's out of one of these Japanese manga. That's how the idea to use animation came to me. In his dreams, he imagines himself as the hero of his favorite animation, and is fighting this villain called the Dystropher. It was a way to do a metaphor about his fight against the disease. It was like giving meaning to what he was going through, because in this animation, he must sacrifice his health to save humanity. To create these sequences, I work with the team of Autoblix. It's a studio animation here in Montreal. They introduced me to Park Hyun-jin, a talented artistic director from Korea, living in Montreal. And she created every single characters. And it was such a fun process to see all the different versions of the characters. For me, it was the first time working with animation, and I wanted to do something different, as it's literally like a parallel story of the documentary story. The main reason to do this film was the Karwani family. They're actually unique and inspiring in the way they function as a family, the way they take care of each other. I remember that Sana, the mother, told me she knows so many parents who divorced because of the disease, because it was too hard to handle. And for them it was the opposite. They became closer than ever. So I wanted to pay tribute to them and more generally to raise awareness about the question of caregivers. Today in the US, it's more than 1 in 5 Americans who are caregivers. It's more than 20% of the population, and it's unpaid care, and that's something we don't talk about. And for me it was the most important thing. I wanted to show this reality and what people are ready to do and sacrifice for a loved one. And as a film, it was important not to portray scenes of pity, but rather to convey my respect and admiration for my subjects.
こいつを発射すれば人類は我々の奴隷になる。俺たちはお前を守る。その時のために俺たちはもっと強くなるんだ。やめろー
Caïs est le plus fort de la famille, le plus heureux et le plus facile à vivre.